Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, another transmission video. It's everywhere, the parts are everywhere. So in this video, as you can see, I made my own tool to compress there is another spring, return spring, that needs to be compressed, just like in the, I can't remember what video that I released before, but you're gonna use that tool that I made, right? You can make also, it's really easy. And you're gonna find a threaded rod and of course a metal bar that you're gonna make threads, and then that's gonna be your tool, which is right here. If I can focus, right there, the tool number is 5058. So now I'm gonna put you on the stand or on my chest, so you guys, I'm gonna remove this so I can explain you what's going on and what is next that needs to be installed. So yeah, let's do this. All right, so all this is, like I said, is a threaded rod that I bought from Home Depot. As you can see, the tip is welded nut, so you can screw it on there. This right here and this one right here is just a metal bar that's been drilled. As you can see, it's been drilled, measured from this hole to this one right here. Remember exactly where it goes. This one right here to that one right there, okay? And then this is the tool that I made earlier. That's the one that you have to either purchase from the internet or from a dealer. Some of them have it, some don't. It's really expensive. It takes about 30 minutes to make it. And then right here, that's the this is your o-ring, right? Or a snap ring right here. That actually holds this whole return spring in there. It's pain to put it in without this compressor. I'm not positive about press, but it calls for that tool right there, right? You can try doing the other things. Like I said, I just tried to copy the whole thing, made this piece, and it didn't cost me that much. I think this costed me like $5-6. Same thing for the rod and the bolt. I mean, for nut. And of course I welded it with my TIG welder. I love it so far. Eastwood. Just make sure, of course, that you get these aligned. It's not that hard. If you're gonna go and buy this tool, on the other hand, it's gonna cost you a lot of money just to compress this little to put this snap ring and compress that little return spring, which is, like I said, it's pain to compress it. I tried different ways. I tried compressing it with the hand, then I tried with the screwdriver, tried putting it in, prying it in, pushing it. Oh my god, it was just horrible. In the end, I used these, of course, to spread the ring, and then I just lay it in there, of course using the tool. Without this tool, you're gonna be having problems with it. How to make this tool? Well, I didn't film it. I wish I did, but it's a pretty simple, straightforward process. You can get, this is a 1/2 inch, I think 1/2 inch one, and this is probably a 1/4 inch thick, right? At the Harbor Freight, you can get it from if you have some spare metal laying around, you can make it like that. You can get you know, different things. I also seen people suggesting, but this is just suggest that you can use these two holes, this one and this one, right here, right, where that bar is not that long, and then you can use that as well, where you kind of don't have to use this long rod no more. And once you place this in there, you're just gonna need a longer bolt that's gonna go on top of here, and it's just gonna screw on there, right? So this is pretty much what it will look like. But yeah, I didn't do it that way. I followed the instructions on the manual. I didn't want to risk messing up the oil pump threads here, and of course it's not that thick, but I'm sure it will work. Anyway, another thing I wanted to talk to you is, a lot of people ask me if this what I'm using to rebuild it. Well, this is the book that I got from the internet, and it's a Chrysler automatic transmission service service manual. It's a really simple book. It shows a lot of useful things, and it shows the way to do it and all that. It does miss a lot of little things. It's kind of confusing in some ways, but you have to read it 1 or 2 times and before you start doing anything, because I tried just applying it straight right away, and some pictures are really confusing. Like, I wish they would kind of explain a little bit better. Like, for example, right here, what did I... Like, some of the pictures are... Like, it doesn't show how to install it back. It just kind of points you to the how it was removed. So you just kind of go backwards. Like these clutches right here, it doesn't tell you, hey, use 7/8. It's a picture right there. Doesn't tell you use this one right here. Sometimes it's really hard to count them. You don't see it really good. And the way it's kind of put on there, it's kind of confusing, because it goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm used to do like one continuing like that, reading. But yeah, that's one of the negative things about this book. Other than that, it serves really good. It has its of course, if it has its pros and cons. All the things that you need though is right here. I do have also a all data. It's right there. All data have some manuals. Also, you can download a really good manual, which I'm gonna put it down in the description below where you can download it. Really good manual for this transmission, which is actually pictures, real life pictures instead of drawings, so you can kind of rely better on that one, which I like way better than this one. That's why I have my laptop over there. If I'm not certain what's going on with this, I will turn around and check on that one. And I also wanted to mention who can do this. A lot of people said to me that all right, let me take a sip of this. A lot of people mentioned and said, why don't I just take it to a machine shop or automatic or transmission shop to do it? It's just here in New Mexico, at least in the town where I live, I went to the transmission shop. I talked to the person and I told him, hey, it's 99 Mitsubishi Eclipse, it's automatic transmission, how much it would be for you to rebuild it and how long it would take. The answer was crazy. When I heard it, I even told the person, this is 99 car. That's a ridiculous charge. It was $2,200 to rebuild this transmission. The transmission didn't have a problem. When I opened it, the clutches were kind of bad, but not that bad. And only problem that this transmission had was a kick, which I believe it's the main computer of that transmission. So I should have replaced that, but of course I wanted to figure out what is going on in this transmission, because I know for the fact Chrysler, I actually read somewhere that this is one of the simplest Chrysler transmissions they ever made, and one of the transmissions they have been using forever. There's so many revisions of it and so many updates, upgrades, and all that. It was called a unreliable one until they didn't fix it with software and all kind of stuff. They did release a couple of different revisions, but yeah, I wanted to figure out what's going on, because going through this manual and all that, I seen that there's not many mistakes you can make if you have at least decent amount of tools that can help you. And of course, if you have a tools to help you make, modify, kind of fabricate your own ones to help you out, just like I've been using for this one, instead of paying hundreds of dollars, which I think is ridiculous that a tool from Miller like this costs around $139, which is just mind-blowing. It's just crazy. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do it by myself. I wanted to save money as well. In the end, if it works, works. If it doesn't, the only thing I wasted is time and $200-300 on the rebuild parts. I can always go back, open it, check it, what's wrong, and go through again. This car that I'm putting it in is not gonna be going anywhere anytime soon. Even though if this transmission was done right now, this car is still not ready, so no big deal for me. It just gives me something to work on and get familiar with, just like my engine and everything else I've been doing on this car. So, like I said, it takes a while, and I would really suggest anybody that have a desire to do it on its own. It don't matter what transmission is, what engine is, what car it is. Try it, you know. If you can buy a spare one and work on it, like I have that one, which is spare. This is a earlier edition of this one, which I probably could have used if I kind of jerry-rigged the sensors and all that, with the wires and all that, mess up with them. But I needed a couple of other parts. Sorry. I needed a couple other parts that have been broken, a couple of snap rings. They were broken already in the transmission. And then, of course, one of the, I showed already earlier in the videos, one of the return springs was broken. And that's the one on the, what's it called? Reversed overdrive, underdrive. That was the bad one. So I went and got it from this one. And now this one is finally back to service. So I got a lot of spare parts, pump and all that stuff. I found a lot of damaged ones. So I'm replacing as I'm going. Of course, you have to make sure that they're same compatible ones. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing with this transmission. Washed it really good and cleaned it. And like I said, just be patient. Whatever you're doing, be patient and, you know, do it slowly, but do it right. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to show you in this video. I know it's not a lot of information that I showed you right here about regarding transmission. I've been just blabbing about manuals and the other stuff, but yeah, I just wanted to answer some other questions real quick. And I'm gonna have a video every once in a while like this, just to give answers to questions and all that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate new subscribers and the old ones that have been sticking around and checking things out. Of course, subscribe if you're new, like and share, and of course check my Instagram as well. Every once in a while I put the picture there. And yeah, you guys stay safe. Laters.